In late 1943, the musical Carmen Jones, you see the playbill right here behind us, opened on Broadway. Oscar Hammerstein's restyling of the opera Carmen was set in a parachute factory in South Carolina with an all-black cast, and the man who got the part of Carmen's leading man Joe was a then unknown tenor named Luther Saxon.
Wow. The show was a triumph, running for 502 performances, and Saxon, its male star, is still going strong today at 98 years old.
Yeah, unbelievable, 98. Well, we went to talk with Saxon at his home not far from Washington about his life back then and his special place in African-American theater history. Take a look.
The cast was to be based on people who have had little experience in theater, and so people all across the country auditioned. So I sang, and I could see that they were interested in my voice. So that meant another trip back over from Philadelphia to sing for Oscar Hammerstein. And it was agreed at that audition that I would be the Joe.
Here, is you trying to fool me? Swear to God, you wouldn't fool me.
I mean, the state of race relations in this country in 1943 and being part of a show that was an all-black cast, what did that mean for you?
Well, what it meant to me was that for the first time, a black cast was doing what I call a first-rate show. The biggest show up to that point had been Porgy and Bess. And so I just felt that this was an opportunity not only for me, but for other black singers who were in the same venue that I was.
An issue that you have had over the course of your career is the tone of your complexion.
There had been some shows, black shows, that I could not participate in because of my light color. So it closed a lot of doors that I could not open. One of the things that I will always remember was one day, one afternoon, there were a group of 3 or 4 black men with chains around their ankles, and a white man with a rifle on his shoulder. And they came to my grandparents to get water out of her well. And I said, Grandma, what? She says, I will tell you later. And then she told me about the difference in races. And it has never left my mind, even today.
What kinds of emotions does it bring up in you to remember that experience?
Well, it tells me that there has been great improvement in race relations and the opportunities and so forth. It's for real.
You sang at an event where Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was the keynote speaker. I mean, how incredible is that?
The Quakers had their conference there on alternate years, and Martin Luther King was the keynote speaker this particular year. It was in the mid-50s, I can't remember the exact year. And I was the guest soloist. And so I had a chance to meet him face to face. It was a beautiful experience,
And when you look at the state of things now, we have an African-American president.
beautiful part of my life, and I love it.
Let's go back to Carmen Jones. You know, being a Broadway actor is something that many people dream of, but few people get to experience. What was it like being on that stage?
It was mind-boggling.
See to drown in the little things.
Opening night was a fearful experience, you know. But once you got on that stage and got into your part, you settled down. Embrace me, my sweet embraceable you. Embrace me, you irreplaceable you. Just one look at you, my heart goes tipsy in me. You and you alone bring out the gypsy in me. My sweet embraceable you.
Wow, bravo. Your voice is still just as beautiful as it was when you sang in Carmen Jones. Luther, thank you so much.
Thank you
Fantastic
for the-
talking to you. Oh, wow, such a nice surprise for me to be serenaded like that. I mean, incredible, incredible man, incredible voice.
You lucky girl. Next time it's going to be my turn to be serenaded.
Yeah.
All right.